Hello everyone and welcome to episode 64 of Let's Play Diablo 2. In this episode we're going to head into the Chaos Sanctuary, Diablo's lair.
Ooh.
And in the words of the mighty power metal band, Cage, we're going to kill the devil! That's my power metal imitation.
Probably better than mine, to be honest, actually.
Because we have to talk something about... Anyway, I was talking about... what was I talking about?
The Sodom thing, I think.
Yeah.
The mixing blows balls or something.
It does. And it's a damn shame, too. I mean, this was the last thing that Chris Witch Hunter ever did. Was this album, before he died of, I think, liver failure, but I don't remember.
I thought you were going to say leprosy at first. Like, what the fuck?
Leprosy will take control and bring you to your death.
And there's another band.
Oh, death is so fucking good. Maid Shuck, rest in peace. Fucking brain cancer.
Yeah, fuck cancer.
Yeah.
Fuck it in the anal kingdom.
Anal Kingdom.
Strangler. Strangulation.
Yeah, it's kind of sad then that, I mean, I'm probably going to wind up reviewing this because it's kind of a unique beast. You don't see bands going back and this is what we intended to do way back in the day. Let's do that now that it's 20 years later.
The music on this, like, the music we didn't get to record is still the same thing you would expect it to be in the first place. It's really weird, badly written music.
Yeah, I mean, I like Sodom, I don't want to insult them, but the charm of it was not the quality of the writing or the musicianship.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't there until their second album.
Because it's like they evolved from their first release, and then they're just devolving into what they originally were, which isn't that great in the first place.
And I think people discovered when that was released that back in the day, Sodom kind of sucked.
Yeah, like their demos aren't that. Well, their demos aren't really good at all, and then. And the Sign of Evil's okay. Their first album's okay.
And don't get me wrong, I like him in the Sign of Evil. I like Obsessed by Cruelty. But the charm of them is not the musicianship.
Oh,
it's sloppy, and the songs have crappy ink, crappy, terrible lyrics that are incredibly cornball as well.
They're really, if they were actually written in proper English, they would still be cliche and corny as like all hell.
Yeah,
so,
pretty much.
It's like the type of lyrics that a 12-year-old writes when he like discovers like gore for the first time.
Yeah.
Or Satan, like he's trying to be like an edgy 12-year-old sort of way.
Although they're not the worst. They weren't the worst that Europe produced.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Semen of Satan.
Semen
of Satan is terrible.
I forgot. Oh, I forgot all about that.
Did you ever listen? Did I make you listen to them?
Yeah,
because
you
they're
did.
awful.
You made me listen to them once.
They're awful.
Oh,
they
yeah.
really are.
Just the name alone just screams, "Oh my God, this is."
Yeah, the name is what got me to down. I was like, "There's a band called Semen of Satan." Oh my God, I have to hear this.
This isn't gonna be weird or bad or badly written at all.
While you were gone, I actually did a lot of work on computers. Like, I completely upgraded mine. I went from a Phenom processor quad-core running at 2.2 to a Phenom 2 running at 3.0 quad-core.
Yeah. And mine's what, single core?
Yeah. You can upgrade to an AMD 64-bit to a 64-bit processor, and you should.
What was the video card a thing we couldn't get out?
Yeah, the video card was the thing you couldn't get out, but you can put 2 gig of RAM on it, and you can
Get
put
a better processor.
a better processor on, both of which will be worth your while because the computer will run faster and smoother and better.
Like all of my games have slowdown, so that's probably because of the processor.
Partially.
Because well, some of it's due to like the graphics card, but
yeah, and the graphics card was what we couldn't get out. So
it's just weird.
Okay, there are 5 buttons in this. We are not going to press any of them. We're just going to. So when you see the massive button on the ground, do not click it. Because by clicking all 5 of them, we're going to summon Diablo.
Oh, that isn't good.
And we're not. And we're going to summon Diablo next time, and the next episode.
On Game Grumps.
Fight it.
No, it's a game. I should. Yeah, we're not Game Grumps. We're not that good. Well.
Anyway, I had 8 gig of DDR2 RAM. Now I've got 8 gig of DDR3. So my RAM is better, and I'm going to eventually upgrade it to 16 gig of RAM.
That's good.
So, faster processor, not more memory, but better memory. And a better video card now.
Oh yeah.
And the video card's going to be upgraded eventually as well. I'm going to get something probably pretty expensive, like $200. You'll get a decent video card for $200.
Yeah. Or it could just be a tool and get an Alienware.
I wouldn't recommend it. Like, Alienware, you're going to pay more than you would to get the individual component parts. You're paying for the Alienware logo.
Yeah, pretty much, because freaking they're overpriced. They're like the Apple of PCs, pretty much. Because they're overpriced as all fuck. They're ridiculously overpriced, like beyond belief.
After I upgraded my computer, which I finished last night because the video card came in last night, but I originally had an ancient video card in this thing just to get it running. But I took 5 computers I was going to resurrect the 8 computers that my dad had in here underneath the table in the office. And they have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, but there's a table in my dad's office, and there were 8 computers that my dad had. 7 of them he bought at a server farm years ago, and those computers, he had them running as a Beowulf cluster running Linux. A Beowulf cluster is a series of computers that work as one.
Oh, okay. Together as one.
Yeah. One for all for one. One for all. Where the hell is your golem?
He's dead. He died again. Gotta
resurrect one. There you go. I built that, and I got 5 of the 8 running, and then the other 2 did not even want to start. Like, I couldn't get them to boot at all, and I just gave up on them. So I was like, 5 of them is good enough, and then I donated them to CCA.
That's good. Or at least I got 5 out of 8 though, which is good.
Ah, shit! Fuck off!
Well made.
Shit! I'm almost dead. Flail? I don't need a flail. If this originally was the last area of the game.
And then the expansion came along and it's just like, nope.
Yeah, it gave you 6 more missions to do in a frigid mountainside.
Huh. My golem just died again. What the fuck?
But yeah, I. Four of the 5 were pulled from the server farm. And they are 2.0 gig dual core Opterons. Their biggest downfall is the video card is an onboard Rage XL, because being servers, they don't need a good video card.
Yeah.
So they go with a cheap. They went with a cheap option. So we're talking about a video card that had 8 meg of onboard memory. This thing won't do YouTube.
Oh my god.
But if you put a video card in it, it should work just fine.
But
I put a video card in a server, and it took forever to boot up. Once it booted up, it worked just fine. But I installed a Linux distro called WatOS on it with the help of my dad, and got all 4 of those working. 2 of them had 4 gig of RAM. See, these are the seals, the buttons I told you not to press. Don't click on them. There's going to be 2 over here. Two of them had 4 gig. One of them had 3 gig, and one of them had 2 gig. I took my dad's old 3.5-inch floppy drives that he doesn't need anymore because floppy drives are ancient. And I was like, you know what, we could get rid of these. Just by putting them in these computers and donating the computers. We'll be just rid of them.
Yeah.
So I put 3 of them. 2 of them, and I put them in the 2 4 gig setups, and one of them I put in the 3 gig setup. The last one I think was one of my old machines. It had a Soyo Dragon motherboard in it. And Soyo Dragon motherboards have not been in business for probably 5 years.
Huh.
So this is an ancient. It had a AMD Athlon 2500, so it's a single core processor, probably about 3 gig. But I'd have to double check the processor speed, and I didn't care enough to double check the processor speed. I just gained a level.
I'm about 3/4 of the way there. I thought that said evisceration potion at first. Oh my god, my health is reeks of ass right now. Potion.
Level 12 concentration. And it had 2 gig of RAM on it, and I put, I want to say, an ATI Radeon 7500 video card on it. And I had completely forgotten that there were some video cards back in the day that you had to plug into the computer's power supply. So I didn't remember to do that. So I turned this computer on, and it just displays a message saying that we didn't plug in the power supply. And I'm like, what? I didn't... What? Wait, what? And then I looked at it, I was like, well, I'll be darned. You do have to plug power into this video card.
Ancient.
So, and I installed WatOS on it as well. So, and I probably said this earlier, but WatOS is a Linux distro.
Linux.
It's very lightweight, so it'll work on very old hardware. That's why we picked it.
Yeah.
But I hope whoever buys those computers gets good use out of them. Because I spent like 2 or 3 days getting these things ready. We even bought a pack of like 9 sound cards for like $20
Oh wow.
off of eBay just to put in these, just so that they would play sound.
My
And they're not great sound cards. They're old sound cards, but it's also old hardware, so...
yeah.
I mean, it worked. I hope whoever buys those, and they'll get them cheap at CCA.
Oh yeah.
See, you know what CCA is?
No.
It stands for Christian Community Action, but essentially it is Salvation Army.
Oh okay.
It's the same exact thing as the Salvation Army.
That's good.
Okay, we just finished this Arcane. We just finished the Chaos Sanctuary.
Time for Diablo action.
Yep. We will do that in the next episode, though. Do you want to level up and reach level 30 before we fight Diablo, or no?
Well, I'm about... Well, my experience right now, I need...
How close are you to 29?
About... Well, I need about 250,000 more experience.
To reach level 29?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get you to level 29. We'll cut this episode here. We'll get you to 29. We'll come back here and record this.
Yeah.
And we'll finish this act tonight. Thank you, everybody, for watching this episode of Let's Play Diablo 2. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. It would be greatly appreciated. We will talk to you guys next time. Thanks, everybody. Bye.